Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to invite Prem to the stage to accept USISPF's Global Leadership Award for 2026. Mukesh.
Good evening, my friends. It's really a privilege to be here and a great honor to get this award from you. It reminds me of a story that I heard some time back. A wealthy businessman did very well, and a young reporter came and asked him, "How did you do it? How did you make all this money?" He says, "It was a depression, son. I took a little apple, bought it for 5 cents, polished it up, sold it for 10. Next day, bought another apple, polished it up, sold it for 10 cents. And within a month, I had $1. This is in the Depression, $1. And so the young reporter says, "So that's how you made your money?" He says, "No. My wife's father passed away, we got $2 million. Now, I didn't have that luck. I came to Canada with very little money, like many of you came to this wonderful country in the United States. And it's such a wonderful, North America is such a wonderful country, 2 countries that have unlimited potential. And I saw that myself in my experience. I wanted to just begin by thanking the people who organized all of this, John Chamberlain, Mukesh, who's the chairman of the association, Mukesh Agi, president, the 3 ambassadors that we have, our own ambassador, Mark Wiseman, good friend of mine, Ambassador Sergio Gore, U.S. Ambassador to India, Vinay Quatra, Indian Ambassador to the United States, Senator Daines, who was a very inspiring senator in all your travels, Senator Mark Warner that we heard, and all of these speakers who have taken part in this event. For me, I've been in Canada, 60% of my business in the United States, and I'm a big fan of the U.S. The United States is, in my mind, a fantastic country, 250 years democracy, oldest democracy in the world, and India is the biggest democracy. And you put them together, there's going to be tremendous opportunity for all of us. Our ambassador said, and I think Senator Daines, you were saying, the conditions have to be set, and the conditions are very close to being set. India's opportunity is massive. Very simply, if you tough to define it, but 300 million in the middle class, going to 600 million, those type of numbers, massive opportunity. You saw it in China, you're going to see it in India. And India is a democracy. So I'm really very excited about that opportunity. I think I was saying to our ambassador, Piyush Goyal, who was the Commerce Secretary in India, he came to Toronto about a few weeks ago. He said, this is a country which India has a lot of tariffs. He says India is in the midst of taking tariffs out for 25 countries, including Canada, United States, Europe is already done. No tariffs. 99% of the products will be tariff-free. And then by the end of this year, he's thinking 60+ countries, no tariffs. There's going to be unlimited opportunity for all of you in terms of going to India, as Mr. Modi says, make in India, build in India, which never was the case years ago. Make it India and sell it all over the world, and there's no tariffs to stop you selling. So I think the opportunity will be very, very significant, and a lot of you, a lot of Canadians will take advantage of it. The conditions is what governments can set, but ultimately it's entrepreneurial activity, it's companies that are smart enough to negotiate and take advantage of the opportunity. The Prime Minister of India, 2047, he says, 2047, India will be a developed economy. And I've been fortunate, got to know the Prime Minister very well. And I say to him, he's the only Prime Minister who can get India to grow at 10%, 10% real growth each year. And I have every expectation he'll do that. This is his third time. Let me just end by, it's fascinating for me to see. I came to Canada at the age of 22, and you had cash problems, and you had a lot of socialism, of course. And today, venture capitalists tell me, if you have an idea, they don't care what your caste is, they don't care where you went to university, what your parents did, what your religion is, they give you money. And they go and give you money, and there's like 5 or 6 venture capitalists trying to give you the money. And that's what India is witnessing today. And when you go there, you get really excited about the possibilities. So thank you very much for this honor. I am very humbled to get it. A lot of my friends, I went to IIT Madras, it's now called Chennai, 50+ years ago, 60 years ago. And a lot of my friends came to the United States, and the US welcomed them, gave them scholarships and tuition waivers, and the leftovers, hardworking Mark, leftovers came to Canada. And as you can see, I benefited greatly from the Canadian experience. So thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.